Okay. Hello, everybody. Let's get our stream started.
Two $6 buddy
with
bundles.
our main ritual. This is not alcohol, this is Monster. Okay. Now getting the feel. Hello everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. That was Halloween 2 theme music. As you know, that's our ritual to get started with our hacking stream. Today is our streak 38 actually, in which we are going to continue our intro to TryHackMe, where we will be covering our command injection. But before going live, let me just check. You guys can hear me, you guys can see me. More than one injection using primary URL, send one stream to primary URL. Backup URL. Okay. How about this? Okay. This should do the job. I think at least you guys can hopefully hear me, right? That's what I made to make sure. Cool. Hey, we got some messages already. Hey Panda, how you doing? How are you doing? Boom. Let's start our timer. Cool. So, hope you're ready for a big one, command injection. But before going into command injection, just wanted to let people know I was reading about one of the articles. Two things I want to talk about today before starting our stream. One, this article. This paid somebody 3,200 in bounty. Muhammad Asif Hussain. He talked about two things which we actually covered in our stream. One is the IDOR. And second, he talked about SSRF. So this is what I'm going to just post for you guys to show, like, do some learning about these things, right? Because you need to see, right, what's going on live in the world. He made money using the same techniques we talked about, just a bit more advanced, taking them a bit more further. But that's good. Second thing I want to talk about, right, was Facebook. Why Facebook? Well, Facebook did some big changes to their applications where they are not doing any fact checking anymore. To end fact checking program on Facebook and Instagram in US. What is going on, right? So let me tell you the hypocrisy, how the world works. When Biden administration came in, not only this fact checking came into place where they were trying to suppress a bunch of information and freedom of speech, like they said, happened during this fact checking, but also one big thing, Trump was banned on their stuff. More speech, fewer mistakes, right? This is where he mentions. What exactly is going on? Let me tell you. Because Trump is now in place, he has to go back to all his like censorship and all those stuff. And that's, I think, a good thing, because like we, at least we need freedom of speech. Like there should be censorship, but only depending on what we are censoring. It's okay to censor terrorism, hateful stuff, because those type of things, as if you watch even South Park, can get into people's head and get a lot of damage done to innocent people. If you don't know, ISIS, Al Qaeda, a bunch of these terrorist groups used to use in 2000. If you don't know about the 2011 bomb attack that happened on in Canada, the attempt was actually a bunch of was recruited through, the person was recruited through Twitter, a social media platform. So it's important to have like freedom of speech, but we have to make sure it's not being abused by terrorists for terrorist activities for recruitment. That's basically the gist of it. I wanted to give you guys an idea how bad the world goes in some places, right? Because we not only have to, like, we need our freedom of speech. We want to be able to speak against the unjust, but also we don't want like just anybody, any of the innocent new childs, right, who are fresh mind and can be manipulated, are being manipulated by the wrong people. So it's kind of good thing that's happening, but also that we need better checks. Now that being said, let's start our attack box because we probably will need it. Let's go into introduction. What is command injection? Let's open this. As you know, I hate these ones. What is command injection? I'm using the dark mode, so if you guys like it, let me know. Let me increase the size. Okay. In this room, we are going to be covering the web vulnerability. That is command injection. Once we understand what this vulnerability is, we will then showcase its impact and the risk it imposes on an application. Then you are going to be able to put this knowledge into practice, namely how to discover the command injection vulnerability, how to test and exploit this vulnerability using payloads designed for different operating systems. Because the command has to run, command like for example ls doesn't work in Windows, works in Mac and Linux. For Windows you need dir, right, to see the directory. So stuff like that. How to prevent this vulnerability in an application. Lastly, you will get to apply theory into practice learning in a practical at the end of the room. To begin with, let's first understand what command injection is. Command injection is the abuse of an application's behavior to execute commands on the operating system using the same privileges that application on a device is running with. For example, let's say if I'm using a calculator, it will be running on simple, like not super privilege, doesn't need those, but still using those privilege. If it is able to see the things, all the files and directories, those are the issues you need to look into. And before I forget, I'm getting a lot of good viewers, so thank you so much. Do not forget to give me a follow and feel free. I've been adding more commands on it, so keep on the chat. For example, achieving command injection on a web server running as a user named Joe will execute commands under this Joe user, therefore obtain any permissions that Joe has. Command injection is also often known as remote code execution, RCE. Why it is important to know about this RCE? Because RCE is being used, right, to talk when you are, let's say, playing a game. For example, any of the old games where you used to like find the bombs and all the stuff, that is basically can be used to create those command injection. Because of the ability to remotely execute code within an application, these vulnerabilities are often the most lucrative to an attacker because it means that the attacker can directly interact with the vulnerable system. For example, an attacker may read systems or users' files, data, things of that nature. So, for example, let me give you an example. Let's say I open my own box, right? Let's see. This is my Kali, right? I see some messages coming. Okay. Playing Which game? Your box? Oh, actually, I'm not playing any game. Gayab Insan. I'm actually doing some hacking. I'm just giving an example of how games can be used to create some remote code execution. Like for example, if you're online and you are able to send packets to another player. That's how. I do play Fortnite. So I got messages on YouTube. Sorry, I should have mentioned I have both the things going on, left and right here. So let me share this. So I have two messages. Hacking hearts of girls. No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I'm hacking those hearts of girls. Nah. I'm hacking your heart. I'm here for you. But let me give you an example, right? What I meant with by looking at the, let's say just looking at the file, but there are a lot of important files. For example, hash. Your hash file, the shadow file exactly, can give you examples of all the hashes or the hash of the passwords which are stored on your current system or the server the game is being played on. So etc shadow, yeah. You can't do that to me. I have Kali. So you guys can see this is my password here for Kali. Right? This is the hash. If you are able to crack the hash, you know my password. If you are on a server, you will have access to a lot more users. And that's how, if you don't know about this game, I don't know if you guys know about this company specifically. It's called RockU. It was used by Facebook. So RockU was actually a company who used to make a lot of games on Facebook, like you might have played the 8 Pool and all those. They also got hacked, right, through their widgets in MySpace and the social network Facebook, and so many passwords were released, and it was such a massive attack. 32.6 million passwords were released, and a matter of fact, I have all those. So if I go cd user share word list, you might see rocku.txt. This has so many passwords inside it. That's what I use if I actually have to hack, because so many, just so many. It's a very popular one. So that's what remote code execution can bring to you on the table. Now let's get back into what we were talking about. So user files, data, things of that nature. For example, being able to abuse an application to perform the command who am I to list what user account the application is running will be an example of command injection. Who am I? Like if you read who am I, tells you who the person is. Command injection was one of the top 10 vulnerabilities reported by Contrast Security AppSec Intelligence Report in 2019. Moreover, OWASP framework constantly proposes vulnerabilities of this nature as one of the top 10 vulnerabilities of web application. OWASP is one of the big ones. If you see something in OWASP, that is a big one. And if you are going into making money through these portals like Bug Bounty and all those stuff, you will make some money. I will share the wallpaper for sure. Let's see. Can I share here? I will share the wallpaper for sure. Send me look at my Discord if you guys don't know. Satija, do give me a text here. You guys can hear. You just have to type the command. You will see. I will say send me a text there. I will send you the wallpaper. But yeah, let's get into this now. Task 2, discovering command injection. This vulnerability exists because applications often use functions in programming languages such as PHP, Python, Node.js to pass data to and to make system calls on the machine's operating system. For example, taking input from a field and searching for an entry into a file. Take this code snippet below as an example. In this code snippet, the application takes data that a user enters in an input field named title to search a directory for song titles. let's break it down into simple things. So basically we have an application takes data from a user field of the title of the song, right? Song, we have this directory where all the songs are. This is PHP, right? If you can see, this gets the title from the title bar, wherever it is. Put the command grep, basically get the title song title, and return the requested song does exist in our directory, or if it doesn't. The application stores mp3 files in the directory contained in the operating system. Here, this is the directory. The user inputs the song title they wish to search for. In this second part, the application stores this input into title variable. The data within the title variable is passed to the command grep. Grep is about basically get me, find something for me. If you replace grep with find, it's basically the same. To search the file named songtitle.txt for that entry of whatever the user wishes to search for. The output of this search of songtitle.txt will determine whether the application informs the user that the song exists or not. Now, this sort of information would typically be stored in a database. However, this is just an example and where an application takes input from a user to interact with the application's operating system. Mind you, this is not right. Right now, I can tell you this is not right because Facebook, not even a decade ago, Facebook got hacked and it was stored in a text file, all the password. I think 6.2 accounts hack or something. So let's see. There was basically Facebook got hacked and they had like all the passwords stored in the plain text. Data breach. 2019, 533 million. So I believe, and when I think it was through Facebook Lite, that application where they had like everything was stored in the plain text. So it is generally considered a good policy to have everything stored, but sounds good. I'll share that link. But yeah, so given that, like, it's not necessary it's in database, but it should be in database, just saying. An attacker would abuse this application by injecting their own commands for the application to execute. Rather than using grep to search for entry in song title, they would ask the application to read data from a more sensitive file. So basically, instead of this, they can have that shadow file, right? Abusing application in this way can be possible no matter the programming language the application uses. So it can be Python, PHP, right? Whatever. As long as the application processes and executes it, it can result in command injection. For example, the code snippet below is an application written in Python. So we have importing subprocess. We have Flask, which is a framework. Import Flask, we have the name, right? Getting the app name. Execute command from the shell, subprocess, shell is true, standard output, and read. And what we are doing, command server, we are giving it the command to execute this. So note, you are not expected to understand the syntax behind these applications. However, for the sake of reason, I have outlined the steps of how this Python application works as well. The Flask package is used to set up a web server. So basically, Flask is used to set up the web server. You might have heard of Django, that's the same thing, or Node.js, Express, and all those things. A function that uses subprocess package to execute a command on the device. Second one. Third, we use a route in the web server that will execute whatever is provided. For example, to execute who am I, you would need to visit flask.thm who am I, flask-app.thm, whichever the app name is. What variable stores the user's input in the PHP code snippet in the task? So if you know, right, feel free to write the answer. Title. Variable, I think then we can say this because we had to add the $sign. What HTTP method is used to retrieve data submitted by a user in the PHP code snippet? Used to retrieve data submitted by a user in PHP. HTTP method, I will say get. Why I have said get? Because if you see here, the function is get here. If I wanted to execute the id command in Python code snippet, what route would I need to visit? So if I had to do id command, so I will go just id, I think. Just like for who am I, we had flask app.thm, same thing here. Nothing much crazy for now, but it's pretty good. Hey, bye bye, mate. Thank you so much for joining. But yeah, now let's get back to task 3, exploiting command injection. You can often determine whether or not command injection may occur by the behaviors of an application, as you will come to see in the practical session of this room. Remember, this is just Monster. I'm not drinking any alcohol. I don't drink alcohol at all. I've never had alcohol in my whole life, actually. You can often determine whether or not command injection may occur by the behaviors of an application, as you will come to see in the practical section. Okay. Applications that use user input to populate system commands with data can often be combined in unintended behavior. So basically, if the application is just basically relying on user input, it can be used, right, for command injection. For example, the shell operations semicolon and double ampersand will combine two or more system commands and execute them both. If you are unfamiliar with this concept, it is worth checking out the Linux fundamentals module. I'll just put this link for you guys to see. I will do Linux module if you guys want me to. I was just started with advanced because why not? But if you want, I will talk about Linux. I love Linux. Command injection can be detected in mostly one of two ways. Blind command injection, verbose command injection. Blind is you don't see anything. Verbose, you will see all the outputs, everything going. I have defined these two methods in the table below, where two sections underneath will explain these in greater detail. So let's go over blind method. This type of injection is where there is no direct output from the application when testing payloads. You will have to investigate behaviors of the application to determine whether or not your payload was successful. For example, right? Let's say when we do a command, we don't see anything, but in the background, things have worked, right? There is something in Linux called silence is gold. If you execute a command, there is no output, like no error, that executed perfectly fine. Silence is gold. So that's what they are talking about here. You might have to check like create your own server to see if that command was executed or something like that. Verbose. This type of injection is where there is a direct feedback from the applications once you have tested a payload. For example, when we do ls or who am I. For example, running who am I command to see what user application is running under. The web application will output the username on the page directly. Detecting blind command injection. Blind command injection is when command injection occurs, however, there is no output visible. So it is not immediately noticeable, right? Cheap viewers. No, I don't want cheap viewers, mate. I just want you. I don't like cheap stuff. I like expensive stuff, even though I'm poor. Blind injection. Blind command injection is when the command injection occurs. However, there is no output visible, so it's not immediately noticeable. For example, a command is executed, but the web application outputs no messages. Silence is gold. For this type of command injection, you will need to use payload that will cause some time delay. For example, the ping and sleep commands are significant payloads to test with. Using ping as an example, ping is basically, let's say you are poking like, hey, can I reach that server? Like ping, right? You are making a call to see if the call is even going. Sometimes, like you want to check if somebody has blocked you or not, right? You call them. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want them to pick. You just call them. One ring, like the ring happens, the person has not blocked you. That's the same idea. The application will hang for X seconds in the relation to how many pings have been specified. Another method of detecting blind command injection is by forcing some output. This can be done by using redirection operators such as the greater than sign. If you are unfamiliar with this, I recommend checking for Linux fundamentals. So basically here, when we are doing a command injection, right, we can just put, like, for example, I'll give you an example here. Let's clear this, right? Let me go to my desktop. You see there are all these files here, right? Let me create a file named using touch command. I will use a file test.txt. Now I can have echo, and if you see the things inside test.txt, it's basically empty, nothing, right? And you can see blind, right? The command executed, but because there is no content inside the text file, it outputted nothing. Now let me give you something. Let's say if I do echo follow me, this echoes back. Now how will I chain these things? I can do this. Let's see what this does. No output came, but if I go cat again, this thing, the follow me, whatever was echoed, was put into test.txt. That's what they are talking about here, right? Here, blind detecting blind injection is by forcing output and redirecting the output using the redirection operator. That's what we did. If you're unfamiliar with this, blah, blah, blah. For example, we can tell the web application to execute commands such as who am I and redirect it to a file. Let's say our profile page file. We can then use a command such as cat to read this newly created file's content. Testing command injection this way is often complicated and requires quite a bit of experimentation, significantly as the syntax for command varies between Linux and Windows. So who am I? Like if I have the command cmd here, right? If I open my command prompt, ls won't work, cat won't work. The curl command is a great way to test for command injection. This is because you are able to use curl to deliver data to and from an application in your payload. Curl is basically used to get information from a URL, C URL, right? Take this code snippet below as an example. A simple curl payload to an application is possible for command injection. Curl this vulnerable app process.php, search the Beatles who am I. And if you see, there is %20, that is space, but this means semicolon. %3b, right? Let's see if you want to just double sure. %cb, late. Semicolon, right? So what it is saying, hey, run the first, like with the search for the Beatles, but also run the command who am I. Detecting verbose command injection. Detecting command injection this way is arguably the easiest method of two. Verbose command injection is when the application gives you feedback or output as to what is happening or being executed. What this means is, let's say if I have a command, right? I don't see anything. I have to look for clues whether in the blind command injection the command worked or not. But in case of verbose, I can see clearly. I will get a feedback like this. Then I know what's going on, right? It's same thing as like, hey, when you sent an email to the customer support versus you called them. Two big things. In the in email, it takes time to get a reply back. Then you will know, okay, they were working in the back. But in the in the phone, you will get the response right then and there. That's the whole point. Let's just see if there is any messages. No thing. Let's go back. Detecting command injection this way is arguably the easiest, right? Verbose injection is when the application gives you feedback or output as what is happening or being executed. For example, the output of commands such as ping or whoami is directly displayed on the web application. Useful payloads. I have compiled some valuable payloads for both Linux and Windows into a table below. So whoami sees what users the application is running under. Ls list all the contents of the current directory. Ping basically test if I can reach a server, I'm able to reach a URL. Sleep for some time based on how much time you want, right? For example, if you do it in your if you're playing Fortnite and you do sleep, your player cannot move for that many hours, no matter how many commands you give, right? NC netcat is to create like a server who can listen to things, right? Basically it's used to spawn a reverse shell onto vulnerable application. Navigate around target machine, blah blah blah, but basically it's to get a reverse shell, listen anything. Windows, whoami works on Windows to see what's the user application running, same thing. dir is basically the ls of Windows to see the list of contents. Ping works on both. Timeout instead of sleep to invoke the application that's hanging. Yeah, only expensive one. Only loyalty is the most expensive thing. I like loyal ones. I don't want 1,000, I just want 3. I'm happy with that. What payload would I use if I wanted to determine what user the application is running as? Remember, what is it? Whoami? Whoami is also a name of basically this without any spaces is a hacker movie, a Dutch one if I'm not wrong. I had to watch with subtitles. What popular network tool would I use to test for blind command injection on Linux machine? So basically network tool to test for blind. Ping can be used. What payload would I use to test a Windows machine for blind, right? This one will be, if not whoami, maybe whoami? Maybe whoami? No. If not whoami, not dir, not ping. The last one was timeout. They should put something like, oh, to test in a different way, right? To see the delays. Remediating command injection. Command injection can be prevented in a variety of ways. Everything from minimal use of potential dangerous functions or libraries in a programming language to filtering input without relying on a user's input. I have detailed these a bit further below. These examples below are of PHP programming language. However, the same principle can be applied or extended to other languages. Basically, it's like a theoretical. There is this saying, a good theory can be applied anywhere. An example of this book, I have this book, How to Measure Your Life. In that, if you read the first 2 chapters, you will see a really beautiful theory. I don't have the answer for it, what the theory is, but it's a really beautiful theory of, I believe it was about the steel industries that could be applied to Intel and all these, like what Nvidia did to Intel, how it killed Intel, how a lot of big players always see the big pile when they look at the other side and they just deny the other side. And that's what Intel did with GPUs. They thought it was a very small market. Boom, it's gone. Intel is the worst performing company in last 2 years or 3 years, I guess. Let's go back. Vulnerable functions. In PHP, many functions interact with operating systems to execute commands via shell. These commands are execute, pass through system. Take this snippet below as an example. Here, the application will only accept and process numbers that are inputted into the form. This means that any command such as whoami will not be processed. So it has to be a number. Right? Pattern should be, this is a regex. I don't know if you know about regex. Regex are like regular expressions. An echo pass through bin ping this get whatever the ping we are trying to put. Right? Basically, this means is a IP address, right? So if you can see anyone's IP address. I cannot show you mine. But yeah, they are trying to see if you can reach a particular server. So for example, if I have to test Google, if I can reach Google, I will do basically ping dash c 5, because I just want to send 5. I'll do 8.8 dot, oh, that's pretty BS. Oh, numlock is off. Dash c 5 8.8.8.8. So it will return, it's returning, and it's telling me the how much time it took to reach. How many packets lost? 0 packs. 5 packets were sent, 5 were received. This was the time, average time. So if you see average time 40, minimum 37, and all those information. This is a good way to check if your machine is able to reach the internet or not. Is it just you or anything else? Wait, sorry, going back. Sorry, just checking. Yep, you're right, Panda. No cheap viewers, only the loyals. Good community, good family. The application will only accept a specific pattern, right? The digit 0 to 9. The application will then only proceed to execute this data, which is all numerical. These functions take input such as a string or user data and will execute command whatever is provided on the system. Any application that uses these functions without proper checks will be vulnerable to command injection. So it's just trying to check the pattern of zeros to 1. We can change it. Input sanitization. Sanitizing any input from a user that an application uses is a great way to prevent command injections. I'll show you example. This is a process of specifying the formats or type of data that the user can submit. For example, an input field that only accepts numerical data or removes any specific characters such as greater than sign and slash. So let's say if I'm in I'm putting some value in one of the forms right here. Let's say this is a form, and if it's not sanitized properly, I can do script like we did yesterday with our cross-site scripting, right? I can put a source https myevil.com and then have like a malware dot sh like this. If it is not working properly, then bro, like this is gone. And they do that. I have tried it on their system. It doesn't work, right? Like it won't work anyways because the script is not right, but like it won't do anything. But if a command is not doing input sanitization like they are saying here about these ones, we are gone. In this snippet below, filter input PHP function is used to check whether or not any data submitted via input form is a number or not. It is not a number. It must be an invalid input. Now, interesting thing about this filter input, these type of functions are basically code at the end of the day and can have vulnerabilities. If you go online based on, let's say, if it was a old PHP like PHP 4, 5, they might have those issues. And there has been cases like that. Bypassing filters. Application will deploy numerous techniques in filtering and sanitizing data that is taken from a user's input. These filters will restrict you to specific payloads. However, we can abuse the logic behind an application to bypass these filters. For example, an application may strip out quotation marks. We can instead use hexadecimal value of this to achieve the same result. So basically, let's say if they say, hey, remove this, but I know it's a hexadecimal value because at the end of the day, that's how the things are stored. So it will work the same. So we need those extra filters, not just input filters, but these to change and check for these. When expected, although the data given will be in a different format than what is expected, it can still be interpreted and will have the same result. So basically, if we don't filter this slash, we can have issues. Basically, because it will still converts to, let's say, the script tag, get the curl command, and all those things can still happen, right? Now, what is the term for process of cleaning user input? Cleaning Sanitization. I was expecting somebody will say COVID in the chat though. You know, everybody started started and sanitizing way more properly after the COVID, right? Command injection here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So let's go here. Let's see what they are saying now. Deploy the machine attached to this task. It will be visible in the split screen view once it is ready. So we have to go diagnose IT. Okay. Test some payloads on the application hosted on the website visible in the split screen view to test for command injection. Refer to this cheat sheet. Okay, let's go here. Command injection payload list. What is the OS command injection? Description, remediation, Unix. Okay, wow. Actually, on my LinkedIn, I have one fork bomb, which is also command injection. Fork bomb is if you type that in your computer, in basically your command prompt, it will hang your computer. It will like just you need to restart your computer. I can say if I have to have fun with someone, I would do that, like on my friend's system, but I'm not saying you should do it. Possible deniability, that's how it works, I guess. I'm not a lawyer. Let's go back. Can't go here. We have to go through split screen. We have this, refer to this cheat sheet if you are stuck or wish to explore some more commands, some more complex payloads. Find the context of the flag located in this flag.txt. You can use a variety of payloads to achieve this. I recommend trying multiple. So let's go back to our split screen. What user is this application running as, and basically our command. So let's see once we have our application running on our system. We have this, our TryHackMe system. Okay, we have this here. So let's go back to our TryHackMe. C, diagnose.it. Use this handy application to test the ability of a device by entering the IP address in the field below. For example, this. So if we do, here's your output. Okay, let's do 127.0.0.1. Let's see what it says. Ping this, blah, blah, blah. So it's pinging, right? Okay, what if I do who am I? Here's your command, who am I? Output. Nothing. So let's see if I can do this IP address, but also I will do and I will do who am I. Let's see if we are able to change those two. Who am I? Wait, ping this average, blah, blah, blah. www data, that's our answer. Oh, slow down, you can extend your, okay. But here is our answer, www data, that was our answer. If you want to see a better version of it, let me tell you. Echo new command. Let's see what we'll get. It's going to be fun now testing these. So new command we see, right? Problem is we have to check it properly. Like we see new command and www data. Hopefully you guys can see it, right? Or what I will do, let me make it a better experience for you guys. Main screen, webcam. That's much better, hopefully, right? So now you can see new command www data, that is our application, and it's giving this. So we know who am I means www dash data. That is our answer here. Anybody wants me to play with this and wants me to do certain commands, let me know in the chat. I would love to try it out. Right, let me know here. I will have a look, and I gave you the cheat sheet as well, so shouldn't be much of a problem. But let's go here. Let's see command injection payloads twist list. So for example, we have so many of these and stuff. We can say cat this. We can use the system one to cat and get our answers for something. Hold on, we have these. Thank you so much for the like. And do remember to give me a follow, but let's do this first. Sorry, here. Now we can do something here different. We'll go this, but we will also add this command here. I'm typing in the chat, but let me do make some changes. System and okay, let's try this. Then we'll try what we were looking for, the flag. Where's the flag? Home TryHackMe flag.txt, right? We are going to replace etc password with this. And I will type here. I will just putting in my YouTube chat as well. Let's see if we can do something. And this weekend, I will do something interesting. Instead of just hacking on both the days, I'm going to, I don't want, and we don't need the semicolon because we are in the command. So let's see. What is the answer here? Did we get an output? No. How about we do just cat? If we just do cat. What I was saying also, I bought this notebook, right? Notebook. I'm going to put a bunch of, command injection complete. That's our flag we got. But hey, we are not stopping there, right? Let me just copy this first properly, like a human. Okay, I know the problem. Because it's like overlapping with some other things. So this is our flag, right? I'll put it in the chat as well. This is our flag, but we want to do more, right? We don't want to end here. This just says conclusion. I want to do some practical more stuff because we have time and we have a machine to break. We want to make it bend over. Remember that. Most important part of hacking is making sure the computer you are trying to hack or technology in general, you can make it bend over. Do give a like. That's a great line. But no, what we'll do, let's go over the command injection, right? Here, let's see what all we can do. We know we have a command. We have a shell already. And these are about getting out of these, like dash n, going to the next line. We don't need this because these are all about Unix, I believe. Let's see if it goes up and talks about, this is about just Unix. Here, let's see. No, okay. Let's go back. Oh, okay. We have some PHP stuff. And we have basically just small, simple and or and all these things. What I want to see is basically what are the passwords inside here, right? We can try that by using cat, but we will go to etc and then we'll go to shadow. Let's see if it gives us anything fun. Does it give us anything fun? No. What about if we go like instead of shadow, we'll go PASSWD for passwords. Let's see. Okay, we saw something here we have root, we have daemon, system, games, man, which are normal. Let's see. We have TryHackMe, and we have Ubuntu. We have two users who we can log in as. Now let's play the game. Now we will try to get a reverse shell on this with our attack browser here, right? Not a bad thing to do. What we have to do is first we have to see what type of Python it is running, or if it is running Python or if it is running something. So let's do this. Let's go here with Python -v. Oh, -v. Let's see what Python version it is running. If we can get the Python version, we have a command to see. Okay. How about you give me, it's not running Python. What is your guys' favorite language? Let's see if that is being run. Let's see if we can cat user bin. Let's see. No, nothing here, coming here. Okay, let's see. We have Linux machine. We want to see what all stuff are there. Oh. /user/bin. Oh, it's not a directory, never mind. Cat slash. Basically we have bin. We have a bin here directly in the root. We have bin. Can we see if we have Python here? Okay, how to do that is basically Python. We have Python here. So let's do that. It was my bad. I typed the wrong directory. So if we go here and cat, instead of user bin, we just type bin, right? We will be able to see if there is any Python directory. And then let's see, Python didn't give us anything. Let's see if it goes with this. Maybe it can be Python 3, who knows? Nope, nothing much coming here. Does it work for Python 3? Any suggestions from you guys? What should we try, like, to get inside like a shell here? I'm just thinking, because we have netcat, why cat instead of an ls? Oh yes, sorry, yes, you are right. You're right, we should do ls. My apologies. Yes, you're right, sorry, and thank you. It should be ls. This should be the ls command. Sorry, I was doing cat all the time before. Thanks, mate. This is how you say your name? Wimskilly made. Nice. Thank you, boss. I appreciate it. Thanks for the help. Here we go. Thank you, love. Let's see. Oh, we got it. That's right. So let's see. We have a bunch of things. What we want to search is Python 3. We have Python 3 here. So thanks, boss. And also now we have Python 3. We can basically use Perplexity to ask it, hey, can give me a Python code to get reverse shell on my machine. I didn't type Python properly at all. Now, because it gave us this thing, I want to do is basically give me the whole Python code for Python 3 in one line to get the reverse shell. Now we can just type this probably with the Python and see. So if I type this, replace Python, so okay, we'll do that. What we want to do is go back here, text. Where is the text? Asian Office. Why there is no text here? Oh, Sublime. My brain, man. I need a lot of water. And get away from Monster. Thank you so much for you to like just join me and give me your time though. Like I really appreciate. Don't forget to give me a follow. So we have this whole line, right? 10, 10, 10. We have to replace this. So what we can do is basically open our terminal, do ifconfig. I don't know if this will work. I want to test it though. Here we have 10, 10, 31, 9. We have this, right? And the port is 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. We don't care about that, but we have this line now. Let's test it if it works in Python for us. So if I do Python 3, oh, wait, Python 3 execute, right? I have to type something. What will be the command in shell use this with Python 3? I think it's Python 3 dash, okay, dash execute, not dash execute, dash C. Go back here. Oh, not wrong, not Kali. Here. Let's go here. Python 3 dash C, and was there quotes? Yes, there was more. So they are using all double quotes. We have to use our single quotes. I just want to see indentation error. Connection refused. Okay, so this will work now, right, for us. What we have to do is use nc nlvp 1234 because we typed our port as 1234 here, right? Now let's go here. Let's see. And Python 3 dash C. Okay, let's see if we get the reverse shell. If we do, oh, we got it. Hell yeah. Now we have the whole system in place. So that's what they were talking about. Like, let's go another further level. If you like this, do a follow, subscribe, like, share, talk though. Like, punch your keyboard. Fuck it. So who am I? www data, right? Can I escalate my privileges, right? Sudo su root terminal is required to read the password either with the, okay, yeah, let's do it, panda, let's go. Sudo dash l, I think that's the one. Required to read the password, either use this. Okay, so we are not able to go. Let's see what we had. Ubuntu and su password Ubuntu. Probably not going to work. Su root not going to work. Probably. That's fine. Let's do pwd. Let's see where we at. Let's go out. Let's go to directly to. So if any of you want to see what were the passwords here you go. cat/etc/shadow. Why? How to go in? We have shadow here. Let's see what sudo doers can do for us. Permission denied. What can I do to escalate privileges? Try to get escalate privileges in CTF Ubuntu. Let's see, check sudo -l doesn't work. We tried. Okay, we can try this one. Paste. So password sudo ping bin user. It's the same thing. So nothing. It's the new group ssng. So we can't do much, which is fine. That's fine. What else we can do here? What do you guys would like me to do? I just wanted to get the shell, so I got it. I'm happy with that. We can see our flag, right? TryHackMe. Is there one? CD home. What is this? Let's see, ls cd dev home whatever blah 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 user. So let's go into home, our home directory. ls we have Ubuntu. Let's see what Ubuntu got for us. Scratch ls Ubuntu /scratch. Nothing here. Okay, let's see. Even if scratch was a file or what? Scratch was a directory. No, wait. Yeah, it's a directory. So cd ubuntu scratch ls-al. Nothing. TryHackMe. Let's go inside there. Let's see what they have for us. Flag txts are safe. Let's cat both have the same, or all three have the same. I think there is one more. So we have all these. Oh, and we can see the back, right? New to the stream. Hey, welcome. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I just do TryHackMe. I'm learning. I want to be. Which CTF we are doing? We are doing TryHackMe's command injection. We completed the CTF. I wanted to see if I can go further with the command injection and see if I can get some root or I can go inside. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to learn more and more by doing more and more. Hopefully together we learn. I want to go get into bug bounty. Thank you so much for joining, man. Really appreciate it for me giving me time, right? And I join basically other than Friday. Monday to Thursday, I do 9 p.m. to basically 10:30 p.m. And Saturday, Sunday, I go 11 a.m. to basically we do hacking every weekend. So I pick up a room, easy one from now, and then we try to hack that. So that's what I do. But I want to right now, let's see if we can see something interesting with the history command. Let's see history does. History not found. Okay, no problem. Cat me the base bash history. And please give a follow if you like this, if you'd like to join. Permission denied. Oh, because of the www data, and we can't even go up because we have to type something. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. 6 viewers. Holy, this is the highest I ever got. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just hacking here, but so thank you so much for joining. So today has been a great day. It was successful. Success. Thank you. So we can go with our conclusion for this, right? Oh, thank you so much for following. I like the song. I had such a big, loud volume last time when I used to do this song. I did this basic one. I got almost a heart attack in one of those. Thank you so much for the emojis. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm going to add some emojis too, fun ones. Like, let me know what memes you guys like. I was thinking using the memes, I will like add emojis. There is this one which I really like from Pirate Software, which is about this. Instead of the dog sipping the coffee saying everything is fine, it will be about actually me sitting the coffee with the fire in the background. It will be fun. And yeah, I have like a very fun one from Primigan. Where is that toilet one in which the guy is looking? Yeah, here. This one. So it's like, you know, when somebody's like, you are going to the washroom and somebody's trying to look below. So I was thinking I'll do those type of things. But let me know if you have any favorite meme. I will try to get that as soon as possible. But yeah, so we got a command injection. Let's look at what we will be covering tomorrow, which is SQL injection. Important note, here I have a look. Easy, medium. And you know, last time we did the medium one, it was like, it took 3 hours, right? It was a long one. But I will give you some interesting facts about SQL injection before I end the stream. SQL injection has been an issue since 1998. How I remember that year? I was born that time. So it has been, and it is actually a couple months older than me. Interesting thing about SQL injection, a lot of developer, because nowadays what I was looking through one of the articles, they said a lot of developers, even like me, who is a web developer or a full stack developer, till I started doing these, I never used to think how the SQL injection happens, command injection happen, and all those stuff, and that created like I had to learn those things. But still, a lot of people, even because I worked with some Fortune 500 companies, some are Fortune 50, one of them, it has been an issue there too, because their previous developers also had those things. They never, and everybody's like learning new framework, new this. These things are fundamental. Those are like missing out. And so if you stay with me, I promise you, not just as a cybersecurity person, but as a developer or in general, you will learn a lot of which websites to use and all those stuff. But let's have a look. SQL injection, what we'll do tomorrow, right? And I will just send this link. And you know what? If I reach, so when will you start tomorrow? 9 p.m. sharp, 9 p.m. PST. That is my like schedule. I think if you go, I'll show you. Wrong machine. So if you go on my Twitch, right? I'll show you. Back to Twitch. If you go to my channel, it's weird to see myself. There, where is the? Never mind. Where is my? Oh, schedule. So if you see, my schedule always is the same. Sometimes I do like start late a bit because I was like trying to create some poster. But tomorrow, same thing, 9 p.m. till 10:30 p.m. PST. Saturday, Sunday, Friday, I'm taking a break. I want to like create better things like emojis. I added some commands for you guys, right? You guys can check those commands by typing, let's say, code like this, Discord. Message me there. I would love to come help you, right? If any questions you have. And on Saturday, Sunday, we do proper hacking. We don't do any learning like this, and nothing we do like this. What we specifically do is, and this is junior penetration we are doing for, but I will go in practice and I will pick up one of the easy rooms for now. We have done Pickle Rick. We have done a couple of others. And you can just text me on my Discord to let me know which room you want me to do on Saturday or Sunday. And I will love to pick that one. Please make sure it's easy. Medium ones, I don't think I have the capacity right now. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, and we will do probably capture the flag. I will ask like somebody in the community of TryHackMe who I know to which one will be a fun one to show and do stuff on. But yeah, tomorrow though, do not forget SQL injection. That's a big baby right there. We are going to cover we'll try to cover at least majority of it, because what is databases, SQL injection, all those, and in band, SQLi, blind authentication, bypass, boolean. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff. Out of band remediation. So we will try to cover as much as possible. And I will be picking a group of things we covered this week, which was basically command injection and cross-site scripting, or even SSRF. I'll try to pick one room so we can implement that technology. But till then, thank you so much for joining. I really, really appreciate it. It's been my dream, right? Like, not going to lie, to do cybersecurity from grade 8 when I was playing this game called GTA Vice City. That was my I don't know if you guys know about that. GTA Vice City was like a classic, right? And I typed one cheat code, got to the end of the game like this, like it's like it was a video playing, and that was my taste of hacking. That I knew that moment. It was like, you know, when Steve Jobs said, the world, like the universe always whisper, right? You just have to have open ears, and that was mine. So yeah, finally, when I have a job, I'm doing good. I wanted to pursue my dream. So hopefully you guys also pursue your dream. I'm able to motivate or help someone, right? Warsphere. Oh, okay, cool. I want to look into that game then. I will look into that game for sure. But yeah, thank you so much. Like, no, those are the stories, right? Like, that's one thing I love about streaming compared to traditional TV or even YouTube. Like, I can communicate so much in lifetime in the real world. So thank you so much. And I will look into this game. There is another game I will want to show you. I will show you this thing. Do you have Steam here? Yeah, Steam. I'll show you something awesome. I saw this game. It is a forum called Earn Free Miracle Coin. Oh, okay. Warsphere, nice. I need to look into this. So this is my account, face mashes I'll do. We can do surveys and get M coins. Oh, okay. So you probably like started with like how to get more coins and stuff, right? Like, that's cool. But I'll show you something. Here is, if you go on Steam, there is some hacking games. Yeah. I'll show here. I can't make it bigger. What the hell? But there was a game which I really saw and was amazing. It was about JavaScript. No, I probably might have it here. One sec. Games. Steam apps. Do I have it in my library? Oh, here, Bitburner. This is something also we can try, which you will like, guys will like. It's about basically using JavaScript to hack. It will like only hacking basically. And yeah, this is like a game, but it's like a gamified version of hacking, right? As you can see, even the back, there is one. And there is like, if you guys are interested in Linux, learning about Linux specifically, Over the Wire. Over the Wire Bandit big war games, right? Here I will type this. Miracle Coin is like a gem in the Clash of Clans. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice, bro. Oh, here. So if you go on these war games, right? Bandit, basically you connect to a server, SSH to it, and there are, I think, 40 levels or 32 levels, and you keep going one step or the further, right? And every time you are doing 32, 34, okay, 34. So you SSH into this and you keep on learning one command like ls, cat, who am I? And then with time, it becomes harder and it's going to be so much fun, right? This is like NatS. Oh, NatS. Let's see what NatS is. NatS Over the Wire, yes. Consists of your own website located on NatS Labs. Okay, cool. We can do these games too. If you guys like, I can look into these, and in future we can do that. That'll be fun, right? That's cool. That's good to know. I have never done NatS. I did like over the wire bandit one to learn about Linux, but that's cool. I will look into this and probably we can do it on the any of the weekends. Nice. You also do like hacking and stuff. Like you are into cybersecurity too. You probably are. Like for how long you have been doing, if you don't mind sharing. That's cool though. Like it's fun, right? Like this is like that's the reason I love this community. We can learn so much from each other. It's fun, and that's why I like this way of doing it. It's so interesting. I want to like maybe I just want to be like able to. This is my. I'll tell you my one thing. I want to be able to earn enough money from this so I can like sponsor some people's DEF CON. That is like my main goal with this. 2 years of experience, awesome. So you have a job. That's cool, bro. I have been a DevSecOps engineer and a full stack developer, so that's my kind of stuff. But yeah, man. Well, this is amazing. Thank you so much, like for sharing your experience and giving a follow and like chatting. I really appreciate you and Panda for doing it, and I had other people too today, right? Like I had Willing something, that was the name. One sec. Whimsically made, right? I had that guy, so it's like it's great. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Will do, but I'm working in a SOC company, so oh yeah, SOC is good. SOC is a great way. They actually try hack me if you are into SOC, right? They have their SOC learning sessions too. So if you go here, SOC level 1 and level 2, that can be helpful for you. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. I'll go have my dinner finally. But yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate, love you all, right? And I hope you have a great day. Tomorrow, I'll see you at the same time. We'll do some hacking together. And till then, keep grinding. I love you. Hope the best for you. God bless. Thank you so much. Good night.